Hi, my darlings. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Laifa, and I'm a professional makeup artist based in Lagos, Nigeria. So, for today's look, we are starting off, as you already know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. It's pretty much the same process. You start by cleansing the face. I use the Garnier Micellar Cleansing water. Then, right now, I'm using this mattifying toner from Merak. After using the mattifying toner, I went into the glow recipe, the watermelon glow recipe. To moisturize, I'm using the Embryolise moisturizer. Every step you do, you want to make sure you dry it till you move before you move on to the next step. For primer, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grape Primer, and to apply it, I'm using the best sponge ever, the Merak sponge. It's damp and it's soft. Use it to dab on the primer onto the skin. I saw this on the Milk, the owners of the Milk, they said this is how to apply it, and I also saw Kevyn Long, so I've been doing this method, and I don't know, to be honest. I think it's the same thing, but let's just be doing it like that. So just checking that everything is nice and well prepped for the makeup. So I'm starting off by using a darker concealer, a concealer that's like almost her shade but a bit darker, for a hyperpigmentation and spots. I learned this thing, I can't remember where I learned it from, but I prefer it to color correct, and I prefer it to using all them orange and whatever colors are out there. So I just use this to cover all our spots and hyperpigmentation. And guys, she had the most beautiful freckles ever. Alright, so now that we're done, I'm moving on to foundation. And for foundation, I'm using the Nars Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Moorea. Moorea is like the perfect yellow undertone foundation. If you're looking for foundations with yellow undertone, Moorea is a good buy. So I'm just using the same Merak beauty sponge. If you're new to my channel, there's always a discount code in my description bar below for 10% off your Merak Cosmetics products, and you can shop from wherever you are in the world. You still see me use some more Merak products in this video, and that's going to convince you to click on the website link in my description bar below to shop Merak products today. So we're done with foundation. I'm just setting it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Moving on to concealer, to highlighting, I'm using the Kevyn Skin Enhancer Concealer. I'm using that in the shade SX11. You see, the shade is not so light. It's not super bright. I think I'm over the whole super bright concealer to highlight. Guys, I usually don't go this dark with my contour. I don't know what happened that day. When I was watching this video, I was like, why did I go so dark? But I blended it in, but like, I didn't need to go this dark, to be honest. But yeah, I think I used, what's it called? NW45 from Merak to contour, I think so. So now I'm going on with blush. I'm using this pinky peachy blush. So now I'm blending the highlighted areas with my beauty sponge. Alright, so now we're going into this bad boy, the Merak Baking Spice in the shade Ginger. Ginger is like the perfect translucent shade. Guys, just watch how this baking spice is going to bake and turn this under eye into beautiful, soft bread. Today's bread, hot bread, straight from the bakery. Just watch the melt, watch the blurring, the smoothing of this powder, and be convinced that you should stick to using Merak baking spice. Thank you so much. As you shop from my partner Chloe and I, thank you and God bless you. Alright, so to set the rest of her face, I mixed two powders. I actually forgot to show you the other one. I mixed this Fenty Beauty 310 and Sweet Honey from a Nigerian brand, V Beauty. Then I'm using the Makeup Forever powder in 365 for our highlight areas. You want to use a lighter powder for the highlight areas and an exact skin tone for the rest of our face. Then for contour, you use a darker powder, which is the Sephora powder in the shade 60, which I'm using right now. And I went into blush. Can't remember the blush I used. Guys, I did this look like a month ago. I don't know how I'm just putting this video up now. It's so bad. Like, guys, am I the only one? Makeup artist in the building. Am I the only one that just keeps content in their phone? What is it doing in my phone? Like, I have brides from December, January that I never posted. I don't understand. What is it? I need to learn how to be posting things as it dey hot. Because if I leave it on my phone, I'm just going to forget. Maybe when I'm going to my phone one day, I'll say, oh my God, I never posted this beautiful look. Why? Really, Laifa, why? So now I'm getting into the habit of, as it dey hot, I'm posting it. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in my phone doing nothing. And then when time has passed, I'll now feel like my makeup is better now. It doesn't make sense to post it anymore. Anyway, so now I just sprayed down all the powder, melted all the powder, and now I'm baking. So now we've left it in the oven. Guys, this hairstylist killed this hair. Hair by Posh Class. And Hair by Posh Class and my beautiful baby, Revy's Beauty, they are coming. They are coming to Zambia and Zimbabwe. So if you're in Zambia and Zimbabwe, get ready. November, they are coming. So make sure you go learn from that fabulous duo. When I take off this band, you're going to see the meltation going on in this hair because she killed this hair install. So I just use eyeshadow base. Then now I'm going into that same powder I used for the contour, the Sephora number 60. I'm using that transition color. Then for the main color, I'm going into Ronaldo 7th. This is his brand, the 7th Beauty. I'm using this color right here for my main color. When you're working with matte eyeshadows, just pat. Don't rub. Pat. And don't go in too many times. If you go in too many times, your matte eyeshadow will start to lift. So just layer by layer, section by section rather, sorry. So yeah, that's a good tip for matte eyeshadow application. Then I went back into that palette and used this shade, it's like a burgundy shade. See, to be honest, I don't know what I was doing with this look. I was just allowing the Holy Spirit to lead because when I was done, I was like, how did we get here? I did not know. So sometimes, pray to God, study, learn makeup techniques, do your part and let God do the rest. Just pray to God, say, Holy Spirit, take control. And the Holy Spirit will just take control and lead you to a perfect place. A good, very good expected end. Which is what you see in this video. Because this eyeshadow, I never did this kind of eyeshadow before. But it came out so beautiful. Like who would have even thought that these colors were going to match? But they did. See, just trust God. Just trust in the Lord. And just rest. That's going to perfect what you have started in your life. I don't know what's wrong with me today. You guys are just messing with you, but I'm being serious at the same time. So I now went into a black color. I used just one palette for this look. Nigerian brands, we are doing so great. Merak Cosmetics is doing great. A Nigerian brand that is now international. Oh, Lord, I thank you. Ronaldo 7th brand, doing great. Everybody's doing awesome. All of us are doing great. God is doing big things in our lives. So I used just one palette for these eyes. So I now used the black there to deepen the crease and the outer corner, which is what I'm doing right now with this small blending brush. Then I now went back into the main color to kind of clean it up a bit. So it's kind of like cut crease, kind of, but not really. But yeah, you get the gist. So that's it for the eyeshadow. So I'm just dusting off the fallouts. After dusting off the fallouts, I blended the remaining baking powder into the face. Then I went back into that same Makeup Forever 365 powder. You need a thick powder to achieve this to cut it. All right, so we're moving on to another Merak baddie, the Merak Charcoal Black Pencil. This is the blackest pencil you would ever use. Take it to the market. Our eyeliner pencils are soft soft glide pencil. That's just the perfect way to describe it. Then I use the Nuban Beauty mascara. That's like my holy grail mascara. They didn't pay me or anything, but I'm telling you guys for free. That mascara is the bomb.com. Then I went into these lashes from Wink Lashes. Wink Lashes, y'all should bring me my coins because I've been winking for years. Wink Lashes in dreams. This is like my new favorite style at the moment. Like clients are always asking me for this style. Another Merak body, the angled brush, very precise, with another body, the Hega and Esther brow pomade in the shade Toffee. So I'm just using this to fill up the brows. She has really nice brows, so like I didn't even need to do too much. Just give it a shape. Moving on to another body. The Merak flat brush, doing the Lord's work. So just look at just one hand. Boom! That's the Merak flat brush, everybody. Make some noise. You want to make sure you blend that concealer so there's no harsh line or demarcation between your eyeshadow and the concealer. So we're done with the brows now. I went back into the 7th Beauty palette and I used that color for the waterline and the lower lash line. I just felt like I didn't want to do black. I just felt like this look needed something soft on that area. So I just used that eyeshadow. Then I proceeded to darken underneath that color with this dark brown from the same palette. Ronaldo 7th. You did a thing. So now I'm pressing all that powder in. Don't swipe, press. Push it in, push it in, push it in. All right, going into the lips. I'm using the same brow pomade I used to do her brows, the Hega and Esther brow pomade in Toffee. Talk about versatility of products. I'm using that to line her lips. After lining, you want to blend. Then I'm using the Becharm lip palette. I used two palettes, the Becharm and the Imagic palette. So I started off with that shade, then went into the Imagic palette and used this shade in the middle. Then went back into Imagic and took this pink shade in the tiny area in between both lips. Then for the body, the stop, the show on these lips, the Soopro Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Vein. They are a Nigerian brand based in Texas, so they ship worldwide. This gloss, once I put this gloss, like the day I was doing this look, my friend Revis Beauty was there and she just stole this gloss from me that day. Like I literally just got a new one yesterday. Since that day, this gloss just makes everything beautiful. It makes everything pretty. So I'm highlighting the nose. So highlighting the nose, I'll highlight the cheeks. And yeah, we're almost done. So finishing the look off using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray to break down all that powder from the bake. Then I didn't show this, but I actually used the Soopro Seal spray. It's a mattifying spray. And use the same Nuban Beauty mascara on the bottom lashes. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look at Porsche's hairline. Look at that hairline. Anyways, guys, I love you. My details are always in the description box below if you want to book my services. I love you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Mwah.